Beast Wars Neo Sling, today on Guerilla Reviews. You might want to get a drink for this one. Sling, as you can clearly see, is a Dimetrodon with a moving jaw. You can also turn his head around from side to side, even a little bit downward, though it does kind of break it up a bit. His legs, well, his beast mode legs, are kind of in the set position, so it looks like he's permanently skulking, but looks a little strange. But still, it does look like a Dimetrodon, for what it's worth. Sling here does have one of the famous dead modes, and to get him into it, you kind of have to tilt his head to the side, fold his legs outward like this, fold down his sail, and there we go. To activate the trap, you just press down on the stamen, and there we are. Simple. And extremely silly, but effective nonetheless. Now, as we look at the figure a little lower down from the top, yeah, no real hiding that robot mode under there, is there? However, if you're creative, you can do some very fun things with it, such as folding that down, folding these down, to get that. That excites you. Anyway, let's move on to robot mode. First, we will split open the back, move these parts to the side, fold these two parts out, and bring them around like that. For his shoulders, twist the Dimetrodon head, fold that down. We'll then come up from the back again, bring the head out, turn it around, and I found that if you fold the legs like that, it fills things out a little bit, makes a much better presentation. Not much, but it is something. Okay, we will then fold up the tail end like that, giving exposure of the hand, twist these legs down and with the feet, fold it out, and there we go. Sling in robot mode. Here clearly we see some of the problems with the figure, mostly in unpainted detail here. Plenty of detail, just nothing really picked out here. Also, he suffers from the dread Potus Manus. You can give him something like a very odd tail whip weapon, but that's just a little bit disturbing, so you can just leave it like that. You can also have his sail fin as a shield, like that. Still works like that. And if we turn the Dino mode head around, you can see his Predacon symbol and his belly. Which, actually quite nice that they had this over there, because if that's his weak point, then you don't want that shot, because that'd be a very easy shot to make. The head, however, does have some very nice little details in the red eyes and the snarling face. Also a very nice silver paint there, about the only additional paint you get for robot mode, but it's something. And like I said, I have these two legs back here to help fill out this back part, which is one of the real big problems with the design. So yeah, if you have it like that, it looks a lot better. And since people tend not to look at this figure from the back anyway, I tend to leave him in Dino mode, so it's not a real big concern. But still, it's something of a fix, and very simple to do. As for articulation, his head is on a ball joint on a stem, so he can look up at least and side to side. Shoulders are on a ball joint. You can get a little bit of forward movement, but it tends to make the robot mode look a little weird. Ball jointed on the elbow there. Waist swivel on a ball joint. Can't really do much with it though. Ball jointed hips, ball jointed knees, and ball jointed feet. So there is the potential of these ball joints wearing out. But since we know to use either floor polish or super glue to fix it, not a real problem. When I purchased this figure, he came in a 2-pack with Stampy. So if you have the ability to purchase such a 2-pack, I would suggest you do that, because on his own, well, there's a reason why he tends to be on clearance, as you can clearly see. Well, that wraps up this Guerilla review. I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Beast Wars Neo Sling. And again, I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.